Hey guys and gals, this is Marathon Man, coming at you live with Goemon's Great Adventure, my new Let's Play. This game was developed and published by Konami and released in North America in 1999. It's part of the Ganbare Goemon series, which has enjoyed great success over in Japan, but not nearly as much here in North America. Most of it is due to the kind of weird, obscure Japanese cultural humor that most of the game revolves around. However, me and Trusty Wikipedia and I rather, will try to explain some of the cultural references throughout the game, to maybe add to your enjoyment. That said, I have no claim of being a Japanese expert myself, so please forgive me if I make just some grievous error. Enjoy the speaking while you can. There's only two parts in the game where they actually have voiceovers like this. And we have to go to the wise man's house, but just Abismaru and Goemon, two of the main playable characters of the game. The other two they reference, Sasuke and Yae, are the other two playable characters who we'll unlock as we go through. And this is Wise Man's house. Quite a nice place, in fact. Let's go see what he has invented this time. He's a scientist-type character. Crazy inventor would be I suppose, the mad scientist is probably the closest North American equivalent. An invention so ingenious it'll turn the world upside down. That never ends badly. And of course, the starting of the video game, you know something's gonna go wrong. I kind of find it amusing how that whole line was basically just English in a Japanese accent, because super ultra gorgeous ghost return machine doesn't apparently translate well. And Abismaru is apparently related to James Dean, according to him. I'm not sure if I believe this, considering this is supposed to take place, theoretically, in Edo period Japan, so he would predate James Dean by a couple centuries. Alright, let's give it a try. Ghost return machine, why not? Let's give it a try. What do you mean, whoops? You pulled the switch that you built onto it. How is that whoops? Would you build a switch right on the front that you pull that could... How did it take that long to say it's gone? And this is Abismaru, one of the two main antagonist characters in the game. You'll notice how he looks so... Sister Abismaru. This is one of those obscure Japanese jokes. He is a cross-dressing, time-traveling nun. Yeah, that sentence just happened. And Abismaru is just, like, not really paying attention to what's going on. Yeah, so this is supposedly taking place in Edo period Japan, which is like the 1700s if I remember my Japanese history correctly. And he has a spaceship and a necromancy machine. This all takes place, this all makes sense, of course. Now we have to run off and start the actual game. Let's start with Chapter 1, The Stolen Summoning Machine. In the Edo region, first course is Lost in Road. It's pretty much a tutorial course. I mean, they don't tell you how things are done, but it's pretty easy. And while I'm showing you how you jump by pressing the A button, I jump right into an enemy. Press. Everyone has a different special attack, but they all have a special attack. Can climb up these, up to here, See some little tiny ghosts, as well as a pot of money. Excellent! Just what we need. You'll notice on the bottom, across the bottom from left to right, and I take more damage, but get some dumplings to restore my health. That's excellent. Across the bottom we have Goemon's weapon, which is a kiseru. Oh, and I picked up a maneki neko, which is, in Japanese culture, the word literally translates to beckoning cat or welcoming cat, fortune cat. Basically, it's a good luck charm, and in the game, it upgrades your weapon. It goes from just normal to silver to gold, is gold being the highest level. And you get a little more reach with each level up. See, now it's gold, and it actually has quite a bit of reach. Another thing that may not be so evident right now, but may become more evident as I play through, is that each level up makes the weapon deal more damage. A normal level weapon, like the, I guess you could call it wooden kiseru, does 1 damage. The silver does 2, and the gold does 3. So again, most enemies at the beginning of the game only have 1 health anyway, so it's not really a huge issue. But later on, we'll start encountering enemies who have multiple health points, and if I take damage, and I don't think you've had to notice yet, but will at some point, when you take damage, your weapon goes down by 1 level, as well as losing a point of health. So, when I start battling enemies with less than a gold level weapon, you'll notice it takes multiple hits to kill them. And actually, I don't even know if it's really appropriate to say kill them, considering they are in fact all ghosts to begin with. Given that the premise of this game is Bismaru summoned all these ghosts from the underworld to do his bidding and turn the world into a lover's playground. Yeah, hey, I told you guys this game was strange. Don't blame me. So at the end of every course, you'll find one of these Tanuki dolls. Your first time through, you'll get an entry pass. That's an entry pass. Later times, you'll get a different reward for recompleting the level. Yeah, there may be a couple occasions where I go through a level twice, so I'll just wait till I do that for you to see what the reward is. If I get to like the end of the game and still haven't done it, then I'll just tell you. So this is Losten Town, the main town of the Edo region. The red doors signify a general store. You can buy rice balls on the left, or a raincoat. Do I want to buy something? Yeah, I think I'll buy a raincoat. Gives you 1 point of armor, which is the health bar below. Armor, when you take damage, the advantage is if you lose a point of armor, not only is it just extra points of health, but it prevents you from losing a level on your weapon. If you hold down B, as I'm doing right now, you can run really quick, but it only works in town. It does not work while you're out on a level course thing. This is the jail. Well, let's talk to the prisoner. Where in the heck is my food? Let's go ask the guard where in the heck is his food. Don't speak to the prisoners. Well, that's just too bad, 'cause I already have. Moving on, we have the inn. You can spend the night here. More pricey rooms will restore your health. You can also save. And this is the tea shop. Let's go in and have some tea. And get a cutscene, where we meet Sasuke, the third of 4 characters you can play as in this game. He is a robotic ninja. Yes, he was actually built by Wise Man. But he's very lifelike, for certain values of lifelike. Oh no, Impact has raged out of control. No one can stop him. I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to read that, because I know you guys can read. So, Impact, since it hasn't been explained yet, is the giant robot that, I believe it's an alien giant robot that's friends with Goemon and company. And he's just kind of going crazy. and just beforehand, someone who looks like a Bismaru went near him. Do we know anyone who looks like a Bismaru? Of course we do, Bismaru. And on the left we have Sasuke's eyes just kind of bugging out. It's kind of funny. I really don't know what's going on. Princess Yuki has sent out a call for help. Who's Princess Yuki? A character that will pretty much show up once in the game and then never again. That's one of the funny things about this series. Aside from kind of the main characters, most characters are one-off, maybe they get a few cameo appearances if they're lucky. So in the tea house, you can actually switch characters by talking to the other characters, but in my opinion, Goemon's definitely the best character to play as. He's the only one that can double jump, which makes him his jumping ability kind of broken. You know what? I'm kind of getting close to 15 minutes, so we're gonna, I think I'm at 11 minutes now, but we're gonna explore the town next time. This has been Marathon Man. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Farewell!